Hey everybody, welcome to Live Coding with Jesse. I'm Jesse, and today we're going to keep doing some styling. As you can see, we've got a lot of work to do, so not exactly the best UI. Sorry I was a few minutes late. I didn't realize how much setup I would need. I didn't realize my computer had turned off and things had updated, so it just took me a few extra minutes. Um, So let me give you a quick update. You may hear my kids in the background. They're about to leave for school. So let me give you a quick update before we start with the coding, just on what's going on. So I was recently at the StirTrek conference. So that's in Columbus. It's a tech conference. So I unexpectedly gave a talk on React Native Web, and I used this project as an example. I'm going to give the same talk next week at NDC, Minnesota. So if I know anybody in Minnesota and you want to meet up, I'll be there most of next week. So let me know. And one thing I realized is when I'm using this project to display, to demonstrate what's going on, we haven't built for mobile yet, so I can't demonstrate that. Now there is an issue with that. So I really want to use Expo, but currently Expo does not support the context. Is it the context API or hooks? One of those two. I can't remember. But basically, we're doing stuff right now that is not supported by Expo. So we have to wait until that support comes out. So we could possibly just build for React Native, like build for mobile with just regular React Native and not worry about Expo. I've done that before, like that's a possibility. So we may do that. Just wanted to give you an update on where I'm at, what's coming up, and what the plans are for this project. But no matter what, today we're going to work on styling. Okay. Let me say hi to everyone and see what's up in the chat before we get started. Chaz YK says, why the long face? No reason. I just put... They were talking about this picture I put on the thumbnail where I don't really look that happy. I just looked through my photos and picked one that I hadn't used yet, and that was the first one I found. So I think I took that last week, so that's not feeling sad today. Everybody saying hello, good morning. Benjamin asks how I'm doing. Actually, not too bad. Not too bad. I think I might be coming down with something. I woke up with a sore throat and a stuffy nose, but hopefully it's nothing too bad since I got to travel next week. All right. Okay. Let me get started, and anybody that's asking questions in the chat, I'll get back to your questions very soon. So I'm gonna set this timer, and when this timer goes off, I'm gonna go back to the live chat and answer as many questions as I can. Yeah. All right, so let's see. Let's get rid of that because it's not running. First off, I'm gonna go to the contributors page just to give a shout out to everybody that's contributed so far. So I like to put this up here, occasionally, just to let everybody know, who's been contributing. So thank you to everyone who's contributed so far. Definitely welcome any pull requests you may have. All right, let's go to the code. First things first, always start your day off with a Git Pull. Oh, looks like... Oh, okay. So I did update the GH pages, so that's the link in... So if we go to the project and click on this link, you can actually check out the project here. So I'm going to put that link in the description, so you just check it out, right now. But that's updated, so I didn't realize that it was still running an older version. So I updated that over the weekend. And it's back to our code. Okay. Also, usually just run yarn as well, or an npm install. Now, I know that there were no packages pulled down, but just in case, sometimes I forget. Maybe I installed a package on another computer. Like, that way we're all set. I've already started the development server, and so we're good to go. So right now, a lot of our stuff, basically our entire app for the most part, is split between this approducer.js and app.js. So in terms of our styles, we can see most of our styles are here in app.js. All right, and I apologize in advance. I'm gonna yawn a lot. I didn't have any caffeine yet, so it's gonna happen. I'm sorry. So yeah, here's our styles, right? We have it in the form of JavaScript objects. We're using the stylesheet.create that comes with React Native. Okay, so let's figure out exactly what we're going to do, what we're going to try to get done in this stream. So the last stream we did some work with the submit button. Basically, we made this bigger. Let's shrink this down to what size, the 100% size, so that we get a good idea. When you shrink it down to this size, it does seem like the proportions are a bit off, right? But what I'd really like to do is make these boxes look different, right? It's not obvious what these even are right now. Okay, so ideally what I would love to find is an SVG, an open source SVG, and it has a little icon that looks like a hero, right? And enemies. So that's what I'd love to put in here. I'm not sure if we're going to find that. But let's just do a quick search. If we don't find anything in the first minute or two, then we'll just move on to something else. But hopefully we can find something suitable for this. Also, it might be kind of cool to have different backgrounds show up. I'm thinking, depending on what's going on, maybe we have different backgrounds. So instead of just a message that shows up, it could be, remember, this is a kids game, right? So we want to try to be visual and not rely on text-based things as much. So potentially images or graphics would show up for victory, for defeat, getting a question right, getting it wrong. Okay, so let's check out free SVG. Character icons. I don't know. Trying to think of the best way to do this. Oh, that might work. All right, let's just check out a few of these. All right, that's not bad. Let's visit that. Whoa, okay. All right, not bad. Let's see how we would actually go about loading this. Trying to find one I like. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's just pick whatever, because I want to see. Now, see, this is coming as not an SVG. So I don't know about that. Let's see if we can drop that. SVG. Yeah, I don't think that'll work. Let me see if everybody. Oh, okay. Here we've got a comp sci guy says is linked. Let me get this link. Copy link address. Open. What is it? OpenGameArt.org. That seems like exactly what we need. Oh, okay. I think I've checked on here before a long time ago for a different game. Now let's see what we can. I'm trying to see what kind of search we can do. 2D. Yeah, if we went 2D, there we go. Title. Favorites. Okay, this might take some more searching and figuring out how to use this, but I actually really like this. So I'm gonna leave this up for now, but I feel like this is something I would want to look at more because it seems like it has a ton of options. And this one doesn't look like it's gonna give us SVGs, which is what I really want. Basically, the reason I really want to try to find an SVG is that we can control the size and the color through code, and we can animate as well, right? So that would be like best case scenario. Okay, so these are available in SVG. Cool. All right, these ones. These ones actually have color. Let's just click these ones. This one first, and see. Eventually, I do want to give the kids an option to pick their character. So we may want to bring in more than one of these, but let's find somebody with a sword or something. This person has this. Oh, they're like really specific. It's not just hero character. It's actually a Spartan character. All right, there we go. A knight with a sword. All right, let's see that. Wow, and you can even get colored versions. Very nice. All right, now here's what I want to see. Oh, is this not free? We may have to buy these. Shoot. All right. Here we go. Here's another one. svgrepo.com. Comp sci guy says, in the meantime, you could just give them a border and border radius until we find appropriate SVGs. Yeah, we could. Yeah, I just want to try. Oops, did I not copy that? Okay. This will be the last one we try before we move on. Looking for like maybe very like cartoon looking. All right, let's just grab this one just to see what we get. Alright, so I need to find... I want to open this with VS Code. So I can see what the code looks like. Where is my downloads? There we go. Alright, so let's open this with Visual Studio Code. There we are. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, so we have an SVG. Alright, so let's get rid of some of this stuff. I don't want this. Alright, and I'm gonna put this right in. Let's find our hero. There we go. So inside our view, we already have our view for our hero. I'm just gonna paste this SVG in. Oh, what do we got? All right, let's see. Now this will not work for React Native. Yeah, so and this might not even work for what we're doing right now. Yeah, so we may have to change some of this up just to even get it to work at all. SVG. Expected corresponding closing tag for view. What is this? I'm getting rid of all of these. And let's see. We should have. There's our view. Here's our view, right? Something's not getting closed properly. What is this? Let's get rid of that. I'm just gonna start getting rid of stuff that is giving us problems. Alright, let's see if that fixed. Yep, that fixed it. Okay. Alright, let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna show. Okay, John Hansen dropped some links in here. I'm showing them because if you put a link in the live chat, it doesn't show up. By default, I have to choose to show them. Let's see, right click, use SVG inside, clean up, make some Oh, okay. John has a link here where you could, it seems like you can put an SVG file in there and it'll clean it up. So then you can put it into the site. That's cool. I usually just clean it up by hand, but that seems like it would be a lot easier just to do it on that site. So I'll have to check it out. Let's see. All right, make sure I save that. Let's see if this is doing anything for us here. It looks like no. Let's see what our error is. Style props. Okay, so our styles are messing this up, and that's just a warning though, right? Yeah. What's our actual error? Expect the mapping from style properties. Okay, so it looks like we need to get rid of those. I was hoping it would still at least render, but style fill. Why does it say style fill? We should just be able to say fill. Alright. We're gonna fix pretty much all of these right now. Okay. Alright, so first thing we'll do is change this to an equals, and then add that. We'll get rid of that and all of this. Okay. So that should get rid of the error with fills. And then let's try to do the same thing with this. I'm not sure if it'll work, but we'll see. Yeah, let's just get rid of this. Okay. Yay. Okay. It's not like we definitely took out some stuff I think that was needed because this does not look like we brought in, but we've got something there. Okay. Oh, nice. So John also has a link for a tool to convert SVGs into JSX, so into stuff that React can use. So that's awesome. Okay. Comp Sci guy said maybe turn those styles into objects. I thought about doing that, but then I realized that fill is actually a valid attribute for paths. So that's why I just ended up taking that off. Although this one that I just took off here, I don't know what that did, but it may have been important. Okay. So we have an SVG in there. I think we need to make these bigger. I know we made them smaller last time, but this is kind of like ridiculously too small. I think they need to be just a little bigger. And let's see. We should probably decide on what color scheme we really want. Let's do this. Let's see if we can find some colors like this. Colors for children. Let's see this. All right. Well, I'm looking at a color palette for kids. Color palette. 7 cool colors for kids rooms. There we go. Actually, that's kind of cool. As long as they can give me hex colors. What? No, I don't want. Alright, I don't know what that was. Oh, was this on Pinterest? I didn't realize it was on Pinterest. Okay. Alright, forget that one. I like those colors, but that's not gonna be. I didn't realize I was clicking on Pinterest so much. You would think when I typed in hex colors, it would give me links that actually have hex. Must include. Okay, now I see. It says missing hex. Alright, let's say. Children's website. Web colors. Let's see. Alright. No. Wow, this is actually really cool though. It's like a lift the flap book for all the colors. So it's for kids. Alright. I really like that book. But that's beside the point. Alright, so let's see. Use a Chrome extension that gives you color. Alright, I'm getting a lot of links for color stuff. Alright. Let me just try out one of these. I'm just going to try the last one I got. So this is gonna generate colors. Okay, let's figure this out. Hit the space bar to generate color schemes. Click on a color. Okay, cool. That's all. Alright. Alright, this looks cool. So let's spacebar, get some colors. Let's just wait till we find one that looks like it's good for kids. This is nice and bright. Alright, let's pick this one. Alright, so let's just go with this. And what do y'all think? Oh wow, I have a lot more links too. I'll have to check all these out at some point. But alright, ready? What do you think about this color palette? I'll give everybody like 10 seconds to put in their opinions on this color palette. I have about 2 minutes left, a little over 2 minutes, and then I'm going to go to the chat and answer some questions. So if you have any questions, you can put them in now. Alright, let's... Cool, it looks cool? Alright, awesome. Oh, okay, wow, you can do alternative shades. You can do lots of cool stuff. Let's see about this exporting. Export palette. SCSS. Wow, interesting. Let's see what this looks like. We can get an SCSS file. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. I want to open this with code as well. I can find it. There it is. Okay. Open in code. Cool. Now we can just copy and paste these colors. We could probably put these in like an actual theme file if we wanted to. And I believe we do have a theme. So we created a color theme like down here. And this is basically just like our background colors. But we could build out our theme a bit more. We already have it here, right? So we could say hero, oops, background color. Oh, how did we do this? Addition background color. Trying to remember how I put this in here. I might not have done it in a way that will work for what I wanted to do. Let's see. Oh, okay, I did do it the right way. I thought, since I actually used background color, I thought for a second I was like locked into actually using CSS, but alright, let's see. Hero color. And let's split this so I can just grab them. Alright, let's give hero color. Did my timer went off. Okay. When we get back from answering some questions, we'll just finish filling this out a little bit and then add in our colors, and then that way we'll have a pretty easy mechanism for changing all the colors at once. And at some point we could potentially give the user the ability to change the theme, change the colors. I think that would be kind of cool. Based, like me just observing my own kids, they will spend so much time like customizing the colors and stuff. That might be cool for them. Like I know right now we have it like addition, subtraction, multiplication, but maybe actually giving the user the ability to further customize the colors would probably be a cool feature. All right, so let's start my timer. Oh, over here. All right, so we'll do a short break, and I'm going to scroll up and try to answer as many questions as I can. Alicia says, make a code that stores students' marks, please, using C++. Um, I don't really do C++, so, I mean, we could do code like that, but it would be like with JavaScript and not C++. Benjamin says, I love freeCodeCamp. Awesome. Comp sci guy. So I was talking about building this for like iOS or Android. Comp sci guy says we could just use React Native and it. Yeah, we actually could. Maybe I'll try to do that. That might be good to try to do during a stream, actually. I expect them to run into issues because I just always do. So that would be a good one for a stream. So maybe we'll try to do that on the next stream. I'd really love to have that available before next week because I want to demo it at the conference. Sage Mode Jesse says their name is Jesse too. Awesome. I mentioned earlier that I thought I was getting sick. Imagine it says, sounds like you got the man flu. Been there before. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I have too much stuff to do and I can't just lay around, which is what I would normally prefer to do when I'm sick. Zach says, these streams are great, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate that. Zach also asked if I work in Pomodoro Technique, so the 25-minute code, 5-minute break. I try to. It's a little bit more difficult with my new job. So at my old job, I was working on things mostly solo, and I like stuck to the Pomodoro Technique almost all the time. With my new job, I do a lot more pair programming, and I'm in like an open office setting, so it's harder to stick to that. Like I'm way more likely to just get interrupted in the middle of it, or like if I'm pair programming, then it's hard to say like I would have to convince the other person I'm pairing with that like this is how we're gonna do it. So I haven't found a great way to consistently use it, but I'd really like to start using it again. Oh. Sorry. All right. Sage Mode says, beginner here. Need to download Python, but it's kind of tricky. Don't think I'm doing it right. Also, I heard you don't have to download JavaScript. That's true. Yeah, JavaScript just runs on the browser. You don't need to download it. I don't even remember how to download Python. Like, if I've done it, it's been so long ago, and I'm not sure. There are some like in-browser editors that will let you run Python, so you may want to check that out. It might just let you get started faster with Python without having to mess with the download. Benjamin says, all the videos Jesse records should be in a playlist, right? Yep, it is in a playlist. So there is a huge playlist of all the live streams, and that's just called Live Coding with Jesse. And then there are other playlists broken down by project. So this particular project, which we're on day 13, has its own playlist with just like these 13 videos. A couple of you are asking how I am, so I already addressed that earlier, so I'm not going to repeat it. But you can basically, I'm good. So, but you can check out the longer answer on the replay. Let's see. All right, somebody who I can't pronounce their name, it's in different characters, keeps asking if I am DJ Smash. I am not DJ Smash. And wants me to Google DJ Smash. So maybe I'll Google that after the stream. Let's see. Riaz says I'm not able to understand your English. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll try to speak as clearly as I can, but I'm not sure what else I could do about that. I'd love to get subtitles for these at some point. If anybody's interested in doing subtitles, please let me know. Sai Amith says that they unsubscribed. I'm sorry to hear that. If you want to let me know why you unsubscribed, I could try to do a better job then. Although they not sure they're still stuck around if they already unsubscribed. All right, my timer went off, so let's make a note of where I stopped at. 7:40. Let's see. Let's see. 7:51 in my chat. Okay. All right. Let's see what's this time. 8:09. Okay. I'm not going to start another Pomodoro timer. We're just going to do a little bit more, and then I'm going to finish up. Because if I do a whole nother Pomodoro session, I'm not going to have time to get through all the questions. Okay, so let me get rid of that. Yeah, don't save that. Let's just bring over these colors a bit and see if we can get a more reasonable color scheme. Okay. Oh, background color. Let's change our background color. Do we want to go with a white background? Or do you want to go with a colored background? Just let me know if you have an opinion on that. I really love dark themes. I'm like so tempted to just put this dark color as the background. Maybe I'll just try it. We'll try it out. See what happens. Alright. Hero color. Let's go with enemy color. And we'll give that the reddish color for now. And let's do our button background as this yellow. That seems cool. I think the yellow will actually look really cool on the dark background. Button color. Okay. I'm not sure what we'll do with the green. Let me see if we can figure out where that could get. We don't have to use all the colors, but yeah, we're gonna have to change the color of the text as well. So let's just put that in there for now. Text color. Let's just make this white for now. Oops. Okay. That's pretty cool. Whoops. Comp sci guy mentioned I had an extra semicolon there. Thank you so much for catching that. All right, so let's shrink this side up a bit. We don't really need it. And let's just try to add in these colors and see what it looks like. So we need the font is going to be the hardest thing, the font color. All right, so we need to add let's see. We need to add an array. So we need to make our styles an array. So for right now, I'm just going to override whatever we have with our styles here. So this will be font, color, and this will say, there we go, active theme dot text color. And zeros. Okay, and our hero. Wow, so we have styles, heroes, styles, character. Let's see. Will this even matter? Yeah, we have that SVG there. Actually, I think the background is still showing up, so we still have some purple around the outside. So let's do this and say background color and active theme dot hero color. What did I do? Oops. There we go. Okay. So what we're doing here, right, is we're bringing in all the styles that we have in our style sheet at the bottom of character and of hero, and then we're pulling in background colors. So it will cascade, and like whatever comes last will override whatever was before it. Okay, so we're already setting the background color for our hero, I believe here, but it should be overridden by our background color here. At least that's what I think is going to happen. All right, now we have our enemies, and we can do the same, a similar thing with our enemies. Background color, active theme dot enemy color. There we go. We have more text here, so we want to do style, whoops, equals font color active theme dot text, whoops, text color. And oh, here's our button. So our button color is now going to be active theme dot button color. And I think we have another button down here. So let's oops. Yeah, we're not going to be able to copy that because this one's a touchable opacity. So let's make an object here. And this will be background color dot button color. Nope. Not how it's supposed to go. Active theme dot button color, and this needs to be in, oops, this needs to be an object. There we go. Usually a good sign that you've messed up the syntax is when you're not getting your autocomplete showing up. Okay. We do have some more text that needs to be changed to the text color. So fortunately, these all have the same type of thing going on here. So we're going to use our multiple cursors. So for the way my keyboard's set up, which I don't know if this is the default for VS Code or not, I just press Control or Command D, and I can do this and get the multiple cursors, right? So we need to make this an object, and then we'll make, I'm sorry, we need to make it an array first and then add in a style object. What was it? Font color, that's it. Font color, and that's going to be active theme dot text color. Verify that change for all of them. Yep. All right, cool. I'm thinking there's got to be a better way to do this too, because we're starting to get a lot of stuff happening in here. So we'll try to find a better way to do it. All right, so let's save that and see if it worked. Oh, okay, it worked. Cool. I'm not sure that that actually looks better. Ooh, you know what didn't work though? This this font color. Because it's not font color, it's color. I really, did somebody catch that? It's just color. I don't know what I was thinking. That's like basic CSS right there. Alright, so let's find everywhere where we have font color and change it to color. Okay. There we are. Okay. This might be, we need to change it inside there, but I don't know if I want to change it because I don't think that looks that good. Let me know what you think. Maybe it's just my screen. I don't know, but this does not look good to me. Where's our code here? It just, this looked like it would look better on this screen, but then when we actually did it here, not great. Yeah, alright, so it's saying the colors are drab. Yeah, it does look kind of drab. Alright, well, the good thing is this. We now have an easy way to change all the colors in our app. So now if we want to mess with new colors, all we have to do is just change these. Not only that, but we already set it up so that we could easily like change themes. So what we could do is just have like 4 different themes or more if we really wanted to, but for right now we're set up for 4, and just flip back and forth and really see which ones we like better. See them side by side. We can even open up a bunch, like more than one window at a time, side by side, compare themes. So although we didn't find a theme we really liked, we did set it up so that it'll be easier to find that theme. So I'm okay with that. We also tried an SVG. So probably not going to use this SVG, but at least we have the silhouette of a human-like form. So let me go ahead and commit this so y'all can check out the code and play with it if you want. If you want to like mess with themes and stuff, and if you find a cool one and want to do a pull request, by all means, please do that. But as soon as I commit this and push it to the Git repo, I'm going to go through some questions and then finish up for today and go to my other job. This is not really a job. This is just a volunteer for fun type of thing. So the job I get paid for, I'll go to that next. Alright, so let's do a git status. Oops. Let's make this bigger. Yep, so we modified app.js. Git commit. I'm going to say we're going to do the add together with the commit, and we're going to put the commit message in. And let's just say, oops, add SVG for hero and new theme. And then I'll do a git push. All right, all that code should be there. Now, I can also do a deploy so that the new code will be in that GH pages, but I don't think I'm going to do it yet because I think the theme is actually uglier than the one that's currently out there. So I'm just going to wait before I push that to that demo link. All right, let's go to the chat. And I believe we left off, 7:51. Yeah, okay. All right, there's a lot of discussion about when we were bringing that SVG over, so I'm going to skip some of this because we already went over some of it. Let's see. All right, so see, there's a lot of cool links. I'm going to have to go through all those links that you all shared and check them out later on. Thank you for that, though. I really appreciate it. Oh, cool. It looks like... looks good, great. Awesome. Okay, cool. Looks like a lot of you thought it looked alright. Hanzo says, hey, I'm from Brazil. We're watching you. Awesome. Thanks. Mohammed asked if I do Python. I don't really code much in Python. I've done a little bit with it years ago, but I would not really consider myself to be good at Python. Hanzo says, make a tutorial in JavaScript. I do have some tutorial videos on my channel. I don't know if I actually have a JavaScript one. A lot of it is more like getting all your dev environment set up using Git and things like that. Void Roamer says, good morning. What's going on? Where's the music stream? The music stream should still be going. So if you're looking for the music stream, just like get out of my stream, and then I think the music stream is usually like always going, like 24/7. So you may have to like search for it, but it should be up still. T says, I don't want to interview for a dev job too early and lose a good opportunity with that company because I'm not ready. When do I know I'm ready to start applying for web developer jobs? Honestly, I think you're ready when you can convince somebody else that you're ready to actually have a job, right? Like that's all that really matters. Like if you can convince your interviewer that you can do the work, then you'll get the job. Right? So I mean, to convince yourself, maybe you could do some practice interviews and see how you do. Check out, so on my YouTube channel, I do have some videos on interviewing and on my interview experience, and I talk a lot more about preparing for interviews. So there's some good resources on there, so you might want to check that out. I believe there's a link to my channel in the description of this video. Lewis says, are you from the Netherlands? I am not from the Netherlands. I'm from the US. Benjamin asked why it's named P7D13. So it's Project 7 Day 13. It looks like that already got answered in the chat, so thank you. T says, you do kind of look like DJ Smash, but not really. All right, I definitely have to look up this DJ Smash person after the stream. Ernesta says, hey, I like your videos. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for watching. Red Light BD says, I love your tutorial. Thank you. Benjamin says, keep up the excellent work, mate. Thanks. Man, everybody's being so nice in this stream. I actually thought I didn't do a great job because I couldn't make anything look nice, but I really appreciate all the positive encouragement there. Aditya says, I am just starting to learn some back-end development. What technologies do you think I should be learning at this stage? It really depends. Like, it depends on what you're using. So, like, if you're using Node for backend, then you definitely want to be familiar with like Node Package Manager, like that whole ecosystem. Probably Express. I mean, of course, like no matter what you're doing, you want to learn about version control. So most likely Git, how to do stuff with Git. I don't know. Arguably, if it's just you learning, then you might want to learn a little bit about like actual deployment and how to manage like servers and stuff. Maybe some database stuff. So it does kind of depend exactly on what you're working on. But in general, I think those things are pretty good to know at least a little bit about. MD Islamuddin says, I love your tutorial. The way of explanation is nice. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like it. Dead Zombie says, how do you import SCSS styles in React? I see you always make separate styles object for your components, but can I just have a separate Sass file for my components? Yeah, so you can have a Sass file, but you got to be careful. So like for the web, that will work. But if you're trying to run this on mobile, so like we're using React Native, and you can have a separate file for your CSS or your SCSS. Yeah, I said that right. But you'll have to make sure that you're only pulling those in for web, and you use the object version of CSS for mobile. Hopefully that makes sense. Maybe once we actually do start running mobile at the same time, it'll make more sense. But if you're just doing like plain React and you're only going to build a web, then yeah, you can definitely use SCSS. You just have to make sure your build pack, like your Webpack config, can handle that. So depending on what you're using, it might be already available to you to just write Sass and it'll work. Or you may have to set that up on your own with Webpack. Ernesto says, soon I'm going to university to study software engineering. Any tips? My only advice would be make sure you keep working on your own side projects and keep learning on your own what the latest stuff is. In university, just the way that things work, like it's hard for your professors to be on the cutting edge and teach you the latest stuff, right? Because like they prepare all their stuff for class in advance. So by the time they're actually teaching it, it might be outdated. So you'll learn a lot of the fundamentals of computer science, but you may not learn what the latest tools and techniques are. So just try to keep that up on your own. Comp Sci Guy says, I would make the background color that green color again. Okay. So it's too dark. Yeah, maybe dark theme is not the right way to go for the kids app. Bartek says, did anyone have such a problem with the GitHub collaborators that they could not make any commits? I'm not sure. I haven't had any issues with that, so I'm not sure what exactly issues you're facing. Maybe if you could explain a little bit more, I could be more helpful to you. Fendula says, what language do you do for your job? React Native mostly, and also .NET. So it's like C Sharp, .NET Core. Comp Sci Guy says, Jesse, I think your stream is awesome. I like how you show true development. It involves a bunch of trial and error, and developers aren't superhumans, and we make mistakes. Yeah, for sure. I definitely make a lot of mistakes. Says, I'm working on a production React and a little bit of React Native, and we make mistakes all the time, but we keep working until we get a solid product. Thanks. I appreciate you saying that. And yeah, that's like kind of the whole idea behind the stream is just like, this isn't going to be a perfect tutorial. Like, it's just going to be working through things. And I don't know how I'm going to solve problems when I start the stream. Like, we figure it out together. Yeah, and we do make a lot of mistakes, which is exactly how it goes for me at my real job as well. Catalin says, how do you make holy water? Oh, and it's the joke. It's a joke. Okay, how do you make holy water? And the punchline is, you boil the hell out of it. That's... I thought you were serious for a second. I was going to be like, I guess you need to find a priest, right? But it was a joke. CompSci Guy says, does React Native Web ignore the Gradle iOS Android files for the yarn start? Yes. Yeah, so actually we built this with Create React App, and so it just runs the normal Create React App start. So it's going to run like React script start. Yeah, and then all those other normal files for like iOS and Android, those only get used when we build for mobile. Okay. All right, I've gotten to the end of the chat. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to try to do another stream on Friday. I'd love to get another one in before next week, because next week I'll be gone, so I probably won't be able to stream. Maybe Friday of next week. So keep a lookout on social media, Twitter, on your notifications or whatever, on Friday morning, and hopefully I'll get another stream in then. But until then, I hope you have a great couple of days. And remember, if anybody's in Minnesota and wants to hang out, let me know. I'll be there next week. And yeah, thanks again, everybody. Have a great day.